To be honest, more often than not, I have some very stupid ideas. Some of these ideas require an insane amount of setup, which is why Pandora's Items is one of my favorite augments in the game. Slowly but surely, you can reroll all the components you need to reach your best in slot. Unfortunately, because of the way this augment works, it's been known to cause a lot of bugs in the past. In fact, it was even disabled in set 8 because I think it was duplicating gadgeting items, and it only ended up making a return in patch 13.3. The funny thing is, even though the augment made a return, it still has an extremely impactful bug that I want to showcase in this video. The way Pandora's works in set 8 is quite simple. Radiant items will roll into other Radiant items. Ornn items will roll into other Ornn items. Emblems used to be one giant pool, but this was changed and now craftable emblems can only roll into other craftable emblems, and the same applies for elusive emblems. Craftable means you can build them with a spatula and they have a colored icon. Elusive emblems on the other hand have a gray icon, and you can only get them from Tome of Trades, augments, or late game carousels. Set 8.5 had an interesting decision with LaserCorps changing from a craftable to an elusive emblem. Combining a spatula with a BF is now reserved for InfiniTeam. Yet it appears that Riot has made another mistake and didn't update everything, which means these items are now assigned to the wrong item pool. I did a lot of testing on the PBE to make sure this is correct, and this is what I found. Every craftable emblem can potentially roll into a LaserCorps emblem. Once it becomes a LaserCorps emblem, it will now start to roll for elusive emblems. But this gets even better, because the same applies for InfiniTeam. Every elusive emblem can roll into an InfiniTeam emblem, and once this happens, it will start to roll for craftable ones. So in short, if you have enough patience with Pandora's items, you can have access to every single emblem in the game. It also means that if you're looking specifically for LaserCorps, then you need to prioritize craftable over elusive emblems on your item bench. Now, this is the current rule set for Pandora's items, but does this mean the same applies to the Reforger consumable? This one was much harder to test, and I'm not 100% confident in my data sample, so from here on out, take everything with a grain of salt. I did manage to successfully reforge elusive emblems into InfiniTeam, which is something that is not supposed to happen. When I reforged craftable emblems, no matter how many attempts I made, I was never able to receive a single LaserCorps emblem. In fact, I was able to reforge craftable emblems into InfiniTeam as well, which currently makes me believe that reforging craftable emblems is not a viable option to get your hands on LaserCorps. If any of you manage to get a different result with Reforger, I would love to hear about it in the comments. I hope you learned something, and see you next time.